Hi guys, welcome to another makeup video. My name is Joji, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So today's makeup, I am very excited because I'm going to show you guys some ideas on what to wear on Valentine's Day with a specific person or a specific situation. This is going to be my first Valentine's makeup look that I'm going to film, so I'm really excited with that, and I'd like to share that experience with you guys. So I can't wait to show you what I have in mind, and I hope this will really help you and you don't have to panic when you are trying to figure out your makeup on Valentine's Day. I can't wait to show you that, so let's jump into the video. Today's makeup video is I'm going to show you guys some ideas on what to wear on Valentine's Day. Super exciting, so I'm excited too. When we are talking about Valentine's Day, first thing that comes to mind is celebrating love. A lot of people think about, celebrating it with your partner, with a couple, boyfriend, girlfriend, but sometimes we forget that we can also celebrate love with our best friend, with our family, with your mom, with your grandma, or something that maybe someone that you're just getting to know, or maybe this is going to be your first date, this is going to be your second date. So sometimes we tend to panic on what to wear because you don't want to put over the top. You just kind of want to feel like I will look nice, I will look presentable, but not overdoing it. So this is the makeup that I'm going to show you today, guys. For today's primer and foundation, I'm going to use the Smashbox in Photo Finish, and then I'm going to use the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. This is a natural to medium coverage. I'm in shade Barcelona. So I'm just gonna use my newly opened beauty blender. This is, can't remember the name, but I'm gonna put it on the description down below so you guys know which one I did this. I just wanted to try a new beauty blender. I've been using the Real Technique and I love that, but I picked this out just this morning, so I'm just gonna blend using this one. This is very like bouncy. I feel like it's full. I really like the finish of this foundation. This can be very natural, but the medium coverage of this is what we are looking for this look, so we don't want to put too much. And I really like the way it blends on my skin, and the color is amazing. Next, we're going to apply my favorite concealer from NARS. It's in shade Custard, so I'm just gonna put it under here. So we just want to create that nice highlight. And this is the right shade that gives me the highlight that we're looking for. And then I'm using the same beauty blender to blend this up. Okay, already with our concealer, and I'm going to use the Charged Water Skin Hydrating to set this foundation and concealer. To make sure that our foundation lasts longer because we are going out, right? We are doing something. So make sure that we press Beauty Blender right after we put our spray, giving you that extra grip. Okay, right after that, we are going to set it with the powder. So for the powder today, I am going to use the NARS Translucent Crystal Powder. So apparently this is very, very popular. And this is my first time going to use this. And as you can see, guys, this is still new. It comes with a sponge. It's supposed to hydrate your skin, so I think this would be perfect for our makeup look. So I'm just gonna use this one and just set it right on the T-zone. It doesn't have any build-up, so it's kind of nice for this look because we said we don't want to put too much, but we want to maintain that nice glow as well. So this one is light reflecting. It has some shimmer in it as well, but it's not crazy. Like you guys can see that it's just setting up my skin. Okay, so now we are going to do my brow. So today I am going to use my Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. And this shade is 3.75, so I'm going to use this pencil and just lightly stroke this on my brow. I don't really want to define my brow today, but I want to make sure that I filled it in properly so that it doesn't look messy. So something like this is good. We don't want to carve it too much. If you guys are not comfortable using the brush from this pencil, you can also use your angle brush to kind of blend the product into the skin or make sure that they're all even. Now doing my other brow, so same thing. I like to make my brow a little bit wider as well because we're not doing a crazy makeup on our eyes, and I tend to have small eyes, so I wanted my brow to jump a little bit, so I decided to make it a little bit wider so that we don't look like not enough details around the eyes. So if we're not doing the glam eyeshadow, we want to make sure that we're doing something to the brow. Like we're not really sculpting, carving the brow. I'm making it a little bit bigger so that it's there, you know. For the eyeshadow, of course, let's go ahead applying the primer. And I'm using the MAC paint pot in Painterly. So using my finger, just dab it in right there. You guys all know, or maybe you don't know. If you're like a beginner first time, always put a primer. Just being generous for the primer as well. That is done with the primer, and now very exciting. I'm going to show you the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use today. This palette, I haven't used it for a while, but looking at it and I'm kind of like, oh, this is kind of like a nice palette. So I'm using the Tarteist Pro palette. This is how it looks inside. So I'm gonna use this shade Classic to set my eyes after I put the primer. So this one is just a clear or like a white, almost like beigey tone. Make sure that we want to set this properly and just press it, go back and forth. Same thing with the other eye. The first color that we are going to use as our transition color will be this shade right here. It is called Chic. So this one has a slight pink undertone. It's a cool tone. And I'm gonna use my NYX number 16 to apply this. We're building up nicely. And then other side. As you guys already seen that we built up our transition, now it's time to jump in with our second color, and I'm going to use this shade right here. It is called Mud. Let's change the brush. I'm going to use this one. It is a flat kind. It's not very flat, it's floppy, but it's a shorter brush. So I'm going to use that on my crease. This brush is from Tease. I got this as a set, and this is number 41. So going into my crease, I'm just gonna slightly kind of build up this color. Going into my inner corner without any products, just whatever is remaining on the brush, I'm going to blend it. And then just to intensify that a little bit onto the outer one. Remember, we are not doing any crazy makeup look. This is something that we want to achieve for people that we care about. And we want to enjoy their company, and we don't want them to like, ooh, her eye makeup is crazy or something. I mean, this is just my opinion because I've literally been with the situation where sometimes like I would just like wear this a makeup that I didn't realize that my best friend really don't know how to wear makeup. So I just kind of feel like being considerate to other people so that they feel comfortable. Someone that you care is such a good gesture to show them that you care, right? That is perfect. That's just what I want. We still have another color that we want to add into this one. That's just like a nice soft pink here, although it does look a little bit stronger in the palette, but again, we just minimize the color that we apply. Moving on into our third color, I'm going to use this color right here. It is called No Filter. No Filter, okay. No Filter, and I'm going to use just the same brush that I use on our second color because they tend to look just like the same hue. And this is going to go just in a corner here. We're not dragging it inwards or into my inner corner, so I'm just gonna give this a little bit of depth, and that's it. So using same brush, just placing it right there. Do like a nice circular motion and very, very light. As you guys can see, I'm like mostly staying in place, staying in the area where I wanted my eyeshadow, and pull it out a little bit, and that's it. And I'm gonna use a new brush, clean new brush, just to kind of like blend this two together so that it's more clean and it's more blended. And if you think that's still very light, we could give it a little bit of color, because sometimes when we blend in and we're using a clean brush, the color that you build up, it tends to go away. So we'll just kind of playing it and see if that's the color that we want, or like the build up, that's what I mean. Okay, so as you can see guys, I think that's pretty much what we want. Alright guys, I have done my other makeup. I have done my other eye makeup. So it's time to dip into our shimmer or metallic color in the middle. So I think I'm going to use the shade in here, like this one. It is called Glam. It has this kind of like, it's lighter. It's the lightest metallic shade in this palette. It has this kind of like, it's definitely cooler, but it has that kind of beigey golden tone into it, and I like the pigment as well. So we're just gonna use that to fill in our eyelid, and I'm using my finger to just apply that. And I like to, when I normally apply a shimmer or metallic shade into my eyelid, so I like to bring it up a little higher, closer to my inner corner. I know that I have mentioned this quite a lot or often, but this is really, really important again if you have a hooded eye. Using this brush here, I'm gonna blend that. Ooh, this is pretty. Like, I could see that nice gold beigey tone into it. It's not really super crazy. Like, yeah, this is the thing. This is why I love this palette now, because the metallic in this one, it shows up, but it's not crazy. Okay, and doing same thing on my other eye. See you guys, this is very simple, and yet it's pretty. Right? Do you agree? Do you agree? Just kidding. So now the other thing that I'd like to add in this look is actually an eyeliner. I'm going to use quick liner for Eyes Intense. This one is just been in my makeup wardrobe, and I don't really use this often, but sometimes if I wanted to wear a pencil liner, this is something that I would go to, because they last, they don't smudge, and I'm not a really big fan of pencil eyeliner myself. I just don't reach out to kind of like pencil eyeliner. Okay, so this shade is called Intense Plum, which is perfect for this color because we're wearing something like a nice soft pink, purple, a little more like depth into our eyes. So not too much. I'm just gonna, it's retractable. So going into my lower lash line, make sure that we are really going closer to the lash line. That's what I mean. Create that nice thin line. You don't want to have an obvious line in the eyeshadow. Almost into your, you're almost like underlining, or you're tight lining under your eye. But this one, I might do that actually, but let's see. It's just like a nice dark plum eyeliner. Right after this, I'm going to show you the difference with and without before I apply the other one. So that is the difference, guys. So we don't want to have a thick eyeliner in that eyeshadow because it just doesn't go with the look today. Alright, so I did that, guys, and it does make a difference with and without, right? I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Actually, guys, when you're doing like a pencil eyeliner, do you normally close your eyes when you apply it, or you open your eyes, or you like do that? Because I think sometimes it's better when you open your eyes. You could see the skin that you're going to apply, because when you close, sometimes you can't really apply it closer to your lash line because the pencil is not liquid, so it's kind of tough to get into that area closer to your lashes. Alright, that is done, guys. I am really happy with this look. And of course, after eyeshadow, the next application would be our false lashes. When I apply it, I'm going to be off cam, so I'll be back with the false lashes, guys. And I'm back with the lashes on, and of course, I did apply one of my go-to lashes that I just always pick up in the drugstore. It's the Ardell Wispies, so I really like this. It's not really like crazy, it's also not like simple, so it's just in the middle, so I really like this. And so guys, we're gonna go ahead with our blush, with bronzer, and a little bit of contour and lipstick. For blush today, I'm gonna be using the, let's say, this is the Warm Soul Mineralized Blush. I really love this shade because, again, it's subtle, but it gives you that nice kind of warm brown peachy tone. So I'm going to apply that into my cheeks. So just put enough so that it doesn't go away quickly, especially when you're going for dinner or going out. So that blush tone is like perfect. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, and for the bronzer that I'm going to use today, it is Laguna. It's from NARS, so you guys, you know this is popular. I really like this. It's like perfect for my tone as well. So I'm not doing crazy bronzer here, so I'm just gonna kind of give that a little bit of a warm tone to it. And that's all we need. A little bit here, and a little bit here. And oh my god. So you guys notice I just use the same brush when I apply my blush on and my bronzer. Yes, there you go, guys. We are almost done here. Next up, we're going to apply our highlighter. So this is from NARS, and this palette is called Atomic Blend. This is eye and cheek palette. So I'm gonna use my Morphe brush M510, as I always use as my highlighter. I'm gonna tap the excess and just kind of put that right here. And of course, our next step, next application will be the lipstick. For the lipstick, I'm going neutral as well, but something that is similar use to what we apply on the eyes. So this is the color, and then I swatch the lip liner in there. I don't know if you guys can see. I have been using this for a while now, and I really like the finish. I like how it looks on my skin. So as you can see, it's almost done. This one is from Clinique Pop Matte, and the shade is Blushing Pop. So I'm just gonna pop this in. So yeah, so this is like the perfect shade for this kind of look. And then I'm just gonna run a lip liner around it so that we are nice and clean and polished. So yes guys, that is the lipstick. As you can see, it's kind of like they're all in the same use, or almost like monochromatic, but I wouldn't call this as monochromatic. It's just that we want to make sure that they're all harmonizing. So I'm going to use this Primal Instinct. This is oil infused tint, and again, this is from NARS, guys. I love the product. So this is moisturizing, and it has a little bit of that nude-ish color. It feels amazing. I really love this oil-infused lip tint. It's like really soft on my lips without like feeling stickiness. Yeah, like I love this. Well, anyways guys, this is my final look. As you can see, it's just so pretty. It's not over the top. I think it's the perfect look that we are looking for, and I hope this would help you figure out what makeup look you could do, and you could also do this exactly what I did here. And of course, if you have any questions or any suggestion that you'd like me to do on my next video, just comment down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe on my channel and hit that notification bell so that you are notified when I upload my next video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again on my next one. Bye!